Who do you work for? This is such a big question that you need to face. Who is it that you work for? Many of us in the Western world work for a boss, time, money, some kind of prestige. But is all of this bullshit and meaningless? In order for us to progress in consciousness, in order for the evolution of our planet to reach the next level, the next octave, the next stage of our development, we must reassess who we work for. And why is this important? For so long in human history, human beings have been working for the wrong agenda. If you look at the last 100 years, you can see that we have worked for destruction rather than creation. We've worked for disease rather than health. That we have collectively got it all wrong, and we haven't had the humility to acknowledge our ignorance and our bullshit. Who do you work for? And this is a question that requires us to ask ourselves what ultimately matters, and when I die, what legacy will I have left to this planet? Will I be concerned about whatever status symbols, whatever trinkets, whatever items, whatever meaningless accolades I may have received? Will that hold any significance at the moment of my death? What is the sane answer to this question? Who do we work for? It's interesting, in the history of religion, religions have somehow provoked us to feel disappointed in our humanity rather than inspired by our humanity. And we have created gods who we have felt entitled to work for, or who we consider to have power over this planet. But what religions have really acknowledged that we live on this planet and that we should hold reverence for this planet. If there's one thing that perhaps we should worship, if that is such a word to use in this conversation, it's this planet who provides for us day in and day out. And why do we feel so disconnected from life on Earth? Why do we feel so disconnected from this planet? Why do we hold this planet with such malaise and lack of love and connection? Why is that? Is it because we have been brought up with a technological paradigm where we've bonded more with the technology than we have with the planet? Is it because we are selfish children, kind of like grown-up brats who don't really care about the planet? Why is it? Who do we work for? Why don't we work for this planet? Why don't we work for this intelligent, loving planet? We don't live on a dark and malevolent planet. We live on a supremely beautiful, abundant, rich, fertile, feminine, gorgeous planet. And until we acknowledge that and our place on her, within her, as her, we will be lost in the labyrinth of confusion that is this modern world. Who do I work for? I work for this planet.